Okay, I think it's working now. Alright. Alright, where the hell is my goddamn co-host? He said he was gonna be on. Yeah, I'm already streaming. I'm wondering where the hell you are. Alright. The party's on right now. Lower that down by a little bit. Well, I guess the co-host is gonna be a little late, so how about we start things off with new game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the
So, I guess we're starting the stream off.
You need only unravel its mystery.
So you got Bloodborne?
But where's an outsider like yourself to begin?
How dare you?
Easy, with a bit of Yharnam.
That sounds like your fault.
First, you'll need a contract.
Well, that's why you shouldn't piss off Thor. Well, I guess I'll just play a little bit by myself. Um, yep, yep. Everybody needs to know how I play with myself. It's not the worst thing I've done on camera. uh, all right. Hmm. What origin should I do? It's been a while since I played this game. I've created like five or six. Um, yeah, yeah. That seems like it'd be a pretty good thing, but then like the lone survivor also just doesn't like the lone survivor has like the most vitality, but like it also has the most blood echoes, which like you start off with 420, but hmm. I guess like violent pass would be like a good happy medium between those because you get 12 vitality, 11 endurance, and 15 strength. Yeah. Oh, violent pass would probably be the happy medium between all those because you get 12 vitality, 11 endurance, and 15 strength. Yeah, and like your skill is also just like 9, but like you also get low blood tinge and arcane, but like blood tinge isn't really that good of a stat because it just like affects blood damage and like the damage of your bullets, which like the bullets themselves don't do a whole lot of damage anyway. Yeah. Well, the blood. I don't think the blood. Doesn't the visceral attacks go off of skill, not blood tinge? But like arcane is also kind of a good stat to have, but even then, it's not really that good until you get it into like the upper parts, which we're not getting it that high in this stream. Um, yeah, I guess we'll go with violent pass then. I think I'll change a little bit of where's the is the hair and face details? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've actually like messed with the hair options. I guess it doesn't really matter because like you're gonna be wearing like armor eventually. So I mean, at least like these characters know how to wear a mask. Unlike all you assholes watching, which nobody's watching right now, so whatever. Nobody cares. It's my birthday. How dare they? Yeah. I'd say Bloodborne is easily like the best Soulsborne game. Like it's the one that's most fun and like the I would say has the best design.
Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
It feels very similar to Bloodborne, but like the combat feels better in this game. Dark Souls 3 to me just feels less exciting because like the it has like that Bloodborne influence, but they're still wanting it to be very much like the first Dark Souls in the way that you approach enemies. So it just feels like you're being pulled in too many directions. Um, Whereas Bloodborne, you're just kind of encouraged to be very aggressive's not the right word, but you want to be very proactive in your combat.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You found yourself a
Oh,
hunter.
like every weapon is viable to some extent, and like what really matters is your own skill with the weapon, rather than the weapon itself being um, like overpowered as hell. Like if you're just looking for a powerful weapon, you'll find one pretty early on, but it's also a very limiting weapon. Like it's just not really. All right, I'm up to my first wolf boy, and he's about to get fisted in the butt. Nope, nope, I missed. Oh, I missed. God damn it. I love the fact that you can actually kill this werewolf if you're good enough at the combat. Like, without your weapon. Yeah. When I first played this game, this was like one of the first Soulsborne games I ever played. Like not the first. I played the original Dark Souls years ago, but I didn't remember very much about how to play this type of game. So like I was very intimidated basically just by playing this game, and I was just kind of like, oh, I can't do anything because my stats aren't high enough. So I was just grinding as much as I could to try to do stuff, which is definitely not the way to play this game. Like grinding for hours and hours just to fight the next boss is just nowhere near what. Yeah, it's not fun. And I fucked up because I was being too aggressive. First death. Nah, I'm not doing a no death run. No death runs in any Soulsborne games are just not fun. It's impressive to do if you can do it, but
Yeah, it's just not very.
yeah. Especially when you get to the DLC and you're fighting people like Ludwig the Holy Blade. Fighting her early on would be very well. I don't know. Like fighting her early on is just like a huge just yeah. Because like she's a very fast, very aggressive person to fight against. Very fun, but like she is very strong if you don't know how to fight her.
Yes, she's pretty easy to parry.
Yeah. Yeah. The faster enemies are just easier to visceral attack in general. Yeah. 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 There is that, but like I don't know, like I feel like she is like way better than Makalish. Like Makalish can go fuck himself. Yeah. Yeah. And like just fighting him in general is just a huge pain in the ass. It's just because he does like he does purely arcane damage, which is like the most damaging thing in this whole game. I would say it's still the most damaging because even if you have like outfits that uh, even if you have outfits that give you arcane resistance, like he still one shots you. Yeah. Yeah, I think visceral attacks are supposed to do more echoes. Try to get some good echoes early on. He's a very strong boy early on. Watch your tone, boy. If anything, you're going deeper than I am. Whenever I try to get a very deep, angry character, I always a lot of the time I try to do like my Hulk voice, and like you can kind of see it in my Let's Plays of like Super Paper Mario, I think, because I do that voice for Bowser. cows are super fun to voice in the RPGs. I think I might be going for the true ending, because like the true ending is just like the most fun. The one where you get all of the umbilical, or at least 3 of the umbilical things. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the first ending, the one where you don't even fight the 2 final bosses, I feel like that ending is honestly the most interesting, but and most telling. Yeah. 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 It also, I think, is a lot more telling about like the story of the game, because like there's so much in the story that is just like so Lovecraftian with like Cthulhu monsters and shit, and the oh, you can. Oh, I'm actually really curious. I kind of want to see that thing now. Earlier than you're supposed to be able to get there. That way, like, I think I'll try to do the Evelyn the Crow side quest too, so I can get like her weapon. You still there? Oh yeah, like I remember you fucking up a lot with her side quest. Because like you killed her at some point. Yeah, you really shouldn't be able to kill her. I think that legitimately is just kind of stupid game design. True. But you don't. I don't think you get a ruin if you kill her, though. Do you?
No.
Yeah. Like her ruin, I would say, is like one of the best in the game. Yeah, like I think it speeds up your stamina regen by I think it's twice what it usually is. I think it like doubles your stamina regen, so like when you're not using your stamina, it regens way faster. And in a game all about stamina management, like that is easily the best perk, I would say. Yeah. I don't know about that. Like you can get by without upgrading your health one bit. It's more so like because like if you're out of stamina, you can't dodge or anything. My overall favorite is the Rakuyo. Like I feel like the combos for that thing are just like super fun to do. Um, yeah. No, I don't think you did. It's a goddamn juggernaut, bitch. Hiya! Molotov cocktail. Super good for fighting these stupid werewolves early on. When you have, like, no attack power. Early on, these things are really strong. Once you get to later in the game, they just kind of become a joke. But, like, early on, they... Yeah, I think I will, because like their quest, I think, is like super sad, super just
Yeah.
um go to what save point? Wait, do they actually do that? Because I'm pretty sure what they do is that they you just kind of tell them about their dad, and then they like one of them, I guess, just are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure you can't get to that save point without dealing with him. Oh. I didn't honestly know about that. I thought it was like you deal with the dad and then yeah. Sure. We're kind of doing this stream with the idea that like people are at least familiar with this game, so I mean, we've already been spoiling a shit ton anyway. Oh. Oh yeah, I know about that, but I didn't think it was like you tell them about the save point because I thought it was just like the one girl goes looking for them or something, and then like you get the ribbon, and then the sister or whatever is just like you give them the ribbon, and then it's like, oh, she she's dead. So like when you reload the save point, like she jumps off the balcony and like just moitas herself. Yeah. I thought it was just like you give the red brooch jewel thing to the little girl, and then just like after a little while she goes looking for her dad or something, and then just gets eaten by the pig. So what would you say is like the most disturbing enemy in this game? yeah, like you look at the enemy and you're just like, ugh, you know? What's the blood weight? I don't remember. Ludwig. Um, well, I'm not necessarily saying bosses, but like just enemies in general. Like for me, it would have. Are you sure you're not talking about the hulking sharks? Oh. I haven't done a whole lot of the Chalice dungeons, so I guess maybe I haven't seen that enemy. I've done a few of the Chalice dungeons. There's a boss exclusive to the Chalice dungeons that I guess is supposed to be like the final true enemy of the game. And that's the last trophy I have to get in the game. Is like I have never fought that boss. The Zombonos, they want to eat my soul. Oh, what I'm doing, by the way, for those who don't know, is I'm using a transform attack. It increases your damage output by a crap ton. Well, if anybody's rewatching the stream. I don't get why nobody watches my fucking streams. I get the fucking videos, and like at the very least, my new Let's Play, the Oddworld Apes Exodus, has actually been doing really well. It has actually been doing really well. Like a lot of the episodes have been getting, well, really well compared to a lot of my other Let's Plays. Some of them are getting like 7 or 10 whatever things, and then like the watch hours have actually been over 900 in the last month or so. So like that's honestly way more than my usual things. Madman's knowledge. I will stealthily shove my hand up your rectum and rip out your guts by fisting you to death. It's like the South Park thing of like we. I am Robot. I am from Japan. Transform and roll out. I am Fisto Roboto.
Mum wears a red jeweled brooch. So big and beautiful. You won't miss it.
Well, they,
Oh, and if you find my mum, just had this music book. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs.
Well, yeah, that's mainly on my main file where I have every weapon. I think for this one, I'm gonna main the Saw Spear, and I don't know what I'll use as my secondary. No, the Saw Spear is the one you get really early on from the...
Oh, yeah, Saw Spear.
Yeah. Like, that weapon, honestly, is super good. It's not as strong as the Saw Cleaver, but the serrated damage on it is overall better. Because, like, you can do the transform attack, and both forms have the serrated damage. For those who don't know, there are two hidden damage multipliers. I believe it's Righteous and Serration. And Righteous damage comes from church weapons, and I believe the Righteous damage works on enemies that are supposed to be enemies of the church. So, like, I don't remember. Do the blue big-headed assholes count as, like, enemies that are enemies of the church, or is that not a thing for them? Well, I know they're weak to electricity, so I think they're supposed to be enemies of the church. Because, like, enemies of the church are also weak to bolt damage. Not counting DLC bosses, I would say... I would say one of the final ones, because his boss fight is just super fun. It's super cool. Makalish. Like, I was, like, debating whether it would be him or one of the final bosses in the DLC. I would say my favorite boss is the,
Sterling, what's wrong?
Alright.
What are you in a hunter?
I forget which one of these has the weapon. Maybe it's this one? Back, you rat bastards! Nope, I was wrong. Ow. Stupid gun. I got the Saw Spear. you have to collect in the world. It's in the... I don't know what you would call this place, but it's the one where you find the... where you find Evelyn the Crow for the first time.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it's in one of the bodies that are hanging from the ceiling. Are we counting DLC or no? DLC, Lady Maria, easily. Without DLC... It's a tough one, honestly. Because there's a lot of really good bosses in this game. I think maybe it would be Father Gascoigne. Yeah, the first like the first real boss of the game, because of just how memorable I think my first time fighting him was. Because, like, it was a really tough boss fight my first time, and it was just... It was the first time... It was the first real time of just, like, oh, this is the type of shit that this game has. Okay.
I would have to say Jeremy.
Yeah, he's definitely a really memorable, fun boss fight, too. And you don't even need to kill him to get his weapon. The worst boss in the game. At least like the other bosses that, like some of the other bosses that are kind of